Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the 2. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, as I continue my quest of checking out more joshi pro wrestling promotions that I haven't seen before, I was able to knock another one off the list as I finally got a chance to check out an Actwres girls wrestling show. Actwres girls, AWG for short. I have to say this is quite a interesting promotion. Definitely interesting promotion. Let's see. I'll get into it in a second, but before we get started, be sure to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty for an incredible, awesome lineup of video game themed makeup and cosmetic products. And if you see something that tickles your fancy, want to make a purchase, be sure to use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, and you can get 10% off of your order. So definitely check that out. Anyway, Actwres Girls, AWG for short. Apparently, it's a independent joshi pro wrestling promotion that was established in 2015, and apparently the advisor was former All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling star Yumiko Hotta. And as a matter of fact, the promotion's first show was actually on May 31st, which is my birthday. So I find that kind of funny. Its first show was May 31st, 2015. May 31st is my birthday. But it looks like a lot of the roster is pretty much Japanese idols. And even some of the ladies that are in Stardom have actually worked for Actwres Girls. Ladies like Momokogo, ladies like Himeka, ladies like what's her face, Waka Tsukiyama. So there's been a couple of ladies just off the top of my head. Those three, and apparently the color stable has worked for Actwres Girls, which apparently there were two brands with Actwres Girls back in 2019, which was Beginning and Colors. Okay, that's interesting. So that's where Colors came from. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that originally. But from what I've seen, it looks like it's a more of a wrestling promotion with a big, heavy focus on gimmicks. At least that's the impression that I got when I watched this show. That was the impression that I got. And apparently in November of 2021, it was when Actwres Girls announced the dissolution of Colors and Beginning brands in order to focus more towards a more entertainment-based product. And they started that format February 13th of 2022. Interesting. But it seems like over the years, this promotion only ran a small handful of shows per year. It started off few shows per year, but then it increased little by little, it seems. But yeah, very interesting. And even they have some more ladies, some more alumni on this list, like Ladies of Colors, which when you think about Colors, you think about ladies like Yuko Sakurai, Rina Amikura. Also Hikari Shimizu. Apparently, even Miyuki Takase has wrestled there before. Arisa Hoshiki, apparently briefly wrestled in Actwres Girls. Another name I'm familiar with. Mai Sakurai, Maika Ozaki. Okay. Now Kakuta, currently in Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. Apparently, she was one of the founding members of Actwres Girls. Same thing with Natsumi Maki, now known as Natsupoi in Stardom. Wow, that's interesting. Riko Kawahata, which I've seen her quite a couple of times, especially through Diana and Marvelous. Saki, of course, was part of Colors as well. So, I mean, and apparently so is Tai Honma and Saori Ayano are also founding members of Actwres Girls. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, yeah. And apparently, as far as championships, it looks like a lot of their championships are currently defunct. The AGZ Championship, which was held by Saki, but apparently that title got retired December 30th of 2021. Got deactivated, but Saki was the last champion. Saori Ayano has held that title. Reka Saiki, Miyuki Takase, and Saki was the last one. So you had the AGZ Championship, which is pretty much the main title. The AGZ Tag Team Championships, which were last held by Kakeru Sekiguchi and Miku Ono. And then those are defunct as well. And then apparently the CMLL Reina International Junior Championship was in the promotion before, but that title got retired in 2019, November 2019. So, that's interesting. But apparently, for the Colors promotion, you had the AWG Colors Championship, which is apparently still active and is currently held by Saki. Interesting. Very interesting. So, I guess that's the only active championship is the AWG Colors Championship. That's really interesting. I guess titles aren't that big of a deal in Actwres Girls, I guess. I don't know. What do y'all think on that? Because that just seems kind of weird. You know, it only has one active championship, and it's a Colors Championship. I mean, apparently the main one, the AGZ Championship, is no longer there. But dang, wish they had a picture of what the belt looked like. But oh well. But anyway. So the show that I got a chance to check out was the Actwres Girls ACTwrestling in Osaka performance, which they actually did two shows. They did an afternoon show and they did an evening show. So they did two shows in one day, afternoon and evening. And this was on February 11th in Osaka, Japan. But I got a chance to to check out both of these shows, and I'm going to review both of them combined. So it was 2 shows, 5 matches for each show. So starting off with the afternoon show, we first off had a singles match between Kyoka Iwai taking on Naru. Definitely thought this was a pretty neat match. You know, for my first time watching Actress Girls, I thought that this was a pretty decent match. You know, kind of got my feet wet. And, you know, this is a roster that I'm really just learning about, because I went into this not really knowing any of the names on here except for one, and I didn't realize it until the last minute that I recognized who that was. But I'll get to her in a second. But Naru and Kyoka Iwai, pretty decent match. Naru was able to get the pin on Kyoka Iwai with a crucifix. Just got a crucifix pin. But decent match to start off the show. And apparently they did a big dance performance at the beginning of the show as well. Like a big group dance or something like that. But next up, we had another singles match. We had Mari versus Marino Saihara. Two more ladies that I'm learning about for the first time. But I thought that Mari was really cool. Had that big long ninja sword. Kind of did a little demo. So I guess she pretty much has like the ninjas or ninja samurai gimmick sort of. And I was digging it. I was totally digging it. And sure enough, a lot of strikes, a lot of like, you know, some acrobatics here and there. I thought she was pretty cool. Somebody that I think I can definitely get into a following of. But Mari ended up getting the victory over Marino after pretty much a fireman's carry drop. Almost kind of sort of similar to what's his face? Wade Barrett's Wasteland. Almost. Just done a little bit better. But that's what it kind of reminded me of, was a variation of the Wasteland. But she picked up the victory in that singles match. Like I said, Mari looked pretty cool. She looked pretty cool. Okay, next up, we had a tag team match where we had the team of Misa Matsui and Naho Yamada taking on the team of me and Sakura Mizushima, which apparently the name of their team is called Update Plus. Kind of an interesting name for a tag team. But anyway, tag team match. It was pretty solid. It was pretty solid tag team match. It was definitely back and forth. Naho Yamada had the headphones and the big megaphone. She looked pretty cool. I thought she was pretty cool. Misa Matsui, I liked her look as well. But pretty solid tag team match. But me got the pin over Naho Yamada after hitting her with a full Nelson slam. Thought that was pretty cool. So, but Update Plus picks up the victory. Okay, and then we had a 6-woman tag team match where we had the team of Hebi Doshu, which is made up of Alan, MARU, and Bulldozer Todoroki. Weird name. Taking on the team known as the Royal, which has CHIAKI, Kouki, and Natsumi Sumikawa. I've never heard of any of these ladies, but it was a pretty entertaining match, though. It was definitely a very entertaining match. All 6 ladies looked pretty cool. But Kouki was able to pick up the victory representing the Royal after hitting a twisting splash, you know, kind of like a twisting frog splash, on Alan of Hebi Doshu. And the Royal picks up the victory after that twisting splash for the 1-2-3. But pretty entertaining six-woman tag match. And then the main event of the afternoon show was another tag team match, as you had the team of Miku Aono, I don't even know if I said that name right, and Natsuki taking on the team of Beastz Rebellion, which is made up of Ayano, Irie, and surprisingly, Yasukawa. Which I totally thought that Yasukawa retired. But she's wrestling in Actwres Girls. I literally just discovered that. I had no idea she was wrestling here. I thought she retired. I thought after the whole scuffle with Yoshiko back in Stardom, I thought she retired. But, you know, because she got jacked up. But, nah, she continued. She's wrestling now, apparently. So I thought that was pretty cool. So, and sure enough, I could definitely see why it was the main event. Definitely could see why it was the main event. But, it was tough. It was back and forth. But Miku Aono was able to pick up the victory over Ayano Irie after hitting her with a short arm clothesline. Kind of went like she was going for a backslide, but then transitioned, held onto one of the arms into a short arm clothesline. Almost kind of like a variation of the Rainmaker, just not a ripcord motion. But, yeah, pretty cool main event. But I was just so shocked to see Yasukawa in the main event. In Actwres Girls. That's crazy. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, so that was the afternoon show. And then they did an evening show. Actwrestling in Osaka performance. The evening performance. Same location, same venue and all that. Okay, for the evening show, it first started off with a interesting singles match between Rensan and Yufa. Interesting names. And this was a pretty silly match. Felt like it was mainly a comedy match. At least that's the vibe that I got from this. But it was quite an interesting match, for sure. Both ladies with very silly gimmicks. But Rensan was able to pick up the victory after hitting Yufa with sort of a flatliner and went for the cover afterwards. But very weird and interesting match. But anyway, next up we had another singles match as we had Kyoka Iwai taking on Naho Yamada. So of course Naho Yamada, the girl with the headphones and the big blue megaphone. So got to see her again. So I thought that was pretty cool. But Kyoka Iwai was able to pick up the victory in this match by pinning Naho with a O'Connor roll. But it was a pretty decent match though. It was a pretty decent match. Okay, and then we had a tag team match. We had the teams of the Royal, which was Chika Goto and Natsumi Sumikawa, taking on the team of Nagisha Shiotsuki and Natsuki. Man, that was a mouthful. Which of course Natsuki was in the previous show, so got to see her again. And Natsumi Sumikawa was in the previous show as well, in the 6-woman tag match. But yeah, this was just a regular tag match. It was good. It was pretty good. I'm definitely liking Natsumi Sumikawa more. You know, second time seeing her, thought she was pretty cool. And sure enough, Natsumi was able to pin Nagisa Shiotsuki after a diving double knee drop from the top turnbuckle. Thought it was executed very well. But good match. Definitely good match. Okay, next up, we had another tag team match as Beastz Rebellion competed again, which was Ayano, Irie, and Yasukawa taking on the team of Misa, Matsui, and Naru. Of course, both of those ladies, they competed in the first show. Well, actually, all four of these ladies competed in the first show. But this was a really good match. I would have to say probably my favorite match of the card. Between both cards, this was definitely my favorite match. I felt that it was definitely back and forth. It really could have gone either way. I was liking both teams. But Ayano Irie was able to pick up the victory over pinning Naru after hitting sort of a, I don't know what her finisher is called, but it was kind of a scoop slam transition into like a F5 sort of move. It looked really cool. Scoop slam and then transitioned it to like an F5. I thought it was pretty cool. Or it kind of reminds me of Naruki Doi when he does the Doi fives. It kind of reminded me a little bit of that move. But pretty cool finish. Pretty cool finish. And then the main event of the evening show was we have one more tag team match as we had the team of Kouki and Miku Aono taking on the team of Mari and me. So Mari, the cool ninja girl, was back in this match. This time in the main event. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, definitely enjoyed this match. I know it was a little bit longer than the match before, but still, the second to last match was still my favorite. But like I said, I'm liking Mari more and more. And I'm even liking Miku Aono more as well. So definitely, there's a handful of ladies that I really want to like learn more about and just keep my eyes on. But great match. Miku Aono picked up the victory for her team after pinning me after that same backslide transition to the short arm clothesline. Kind of almost like a Rainmaker, just not ripcord style. But yeah, that was the main event. But I have to say, overall, I mean, the roster is a pretty decent sized roster. According to the Actress Girls website, it's a pretty good sized roster. So, I mean, there's a lot of ladies to check out. You know? So, you know, for this first time, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. It was kind of tough to keep up with. And like some of the names I had to like double check because I felt like the announcer, like some of the names the announcer said I couldn't quite make out all the way. So I had to do a little bit of extra research just to make sure I got the names right. But yeah. It's a pretty loaded roster. You know, definitely seems like about the size of Stardom's roster in a sense. But I'm sure maybe most of the ladies might be freelancers. You know, like I said, I don't know much about these ladies other than Yasukawa. That's really the only woman that I saw in both shows that I knew of. So, but at least it's good that Actress Girls has a website, has a streaming service where you can purchase shows and actually watch their shows. So at least there's that. At least it's accessible. So nothing wrong with that. But overall, Actress Girls, what do I think? you know, from these first 2 shows, I just have to see more. I just have to learn more about Actress Girls. That's all. It's decent. It just, I really get the impression that this is a promotion that's heavy gimmick based. That's the vibe that I get from it. So, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It just seems different. It just seems different, you know. But I mean, you know, it was pretty neat. You know, it looks like a promotion that I can, you know, keep up with a little bit. Like I said, I follow the Twitter, so at least I, you know, can see when they post updates and stuff like that. But I mean, it was a decent show. Decent 2 shows, but it was a decent show. You know, I just got to learn more about the roster. The championship situation looks just really weird. I mean, one active championship. I mean, I don't know how well that will work, but I don't know. But that's pretty much all that I have to say. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Pro wrestling fans, joshi pro wrestling fans, what do y'all think of Actress Girls? Do you like it? Do you think it's worth investing in? Do you like the roster? Do you like the format? You know, what do you like about it? What don't you like about it? You know, let me know what y'all's thoughts are on that. But that's all that I have. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it, and also check out the link to Game Beauty as well. Don't forget to use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, so you can get 10% off of your order. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the content. For another pro wrestling talk, brought to you by BlitzballChamp Gaming here on the U to the Tube, I'm your host, BlitzballChamp Jason Ingram, and I will see y'all in the next video. Everybody have a blessed day. See y'all soon. Peace.